If NASCAR was to go to one track on the Formula One calendar, why wouldn't it be the one with banking? Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel, and we're checking out NASCAR at Zandvoort, the Dutch GP. And we know NASCAR does go to one Formula One track on the calendar, obviously it's Circuit of the Americas, but if they were to go to one other one, I think this would be the obvious choice due to the obvious reasons of we have banking here. We're going to take a lap around and check it out. Alright, so here we go, coming up on our first dose of banking, and there it is. Now, you see in F1, they will go right up to the very edge of the track. I think that's what we're going to try and do in the race and see if we can make it work. And what a wild but yet fun track Zandvoort actually is here now as we go up through the elevation and then we head downhill right here. So you get this big downhill sweeping right-hander. Feels a lot sharper in R Factor 2 than it does in the F1 game. And then we have the little left and then quick back to the right, attack the curbs. In a cup car, quite much easier to attack the curbs compared to F1 when you're in this stock car. But then there you go, we head now down towards that third and final sector here, and I overshot that a little bit, not a huge deal. If you go a little bit wide, you got to be really careful and patient on the exit of that left hairpin down towards this final chicane on the circuit here. And this one I can see us barreling it off into here, and we might do it this time. I think we're going to be just fine. There we go. And then of course we have a little bit of banking here, but then a lot of banking coming up here. There it is. There's our beautiful sight. Look at that banking. I've never been so happy to see banking in my life. Oh, that is beautiful with a stock car. Absolutely love it. It's so simple but so awesome here now. As that's a little quick lap around Zandvoort. Let's get ready to actually go now and do the race. Alright, we are ready to go racing here from Zandvoort, and oh boy, they're stomping on the brakes right off the bat. We're not going to have the preferred lane likely into the first banked corner, the big left hairpin, unless we can find a way to get over to the right side of the track. I just got ran into the back of by Brad Keselowski, but I'm curious to see how these AI tackle that corner, and honestly just excited to see the spectacle. Everyone's being very cautious here, so I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to let everybody do their thing, and oh my god, they're actually going up the track. That has got to be maybe the hottest thing I have ever seen in my life. And yet here we are with Codemasters. Can't even program the F122 AI to actually take the line that they do in real life, but here we are with a mod on R Factor 2 that replicates it to absolute perfection now as we head down through the sweeping right-hander. I haven't gained any positions because I'm being so careful and cautious, but we might be able to gain one right here on Alex Bowman. I'm going to try and send one up the inside. A little bit of contact right there. We save it. We haven't had a good track record when driving this this number 5 of Kyle Larson, but I'm going to send one up the inside of Chase Elliott here. We're going to get the elbows out. We're here for only 10 laps of racing, so we kind of gotta go for it a little bit more than usual now, as 10 laps out Zandvoort, a good chunk of time in a stock car. We're only just past half of the lap complete here, but obviously when you get to this point of the lap, it's pretty straightforward and pretty quick now, as I'm gonna just sail it off into the chicane again. That's gonna be an illegal pass actually, so we have to give that spot up. But here we go, a little bit of tap from behind from Bowman in the 48, but here we head back into the banked final corner, and just I don't know what it is about seeing stock cars on this banking at Zandvoort. It just looks so cool. Look at that. That is absolutely awesome now, as we're gonna get a nice run here on the 9 of Elliott. As soon as I pull out of the slipstream though, I lose some ground, but we'll send one again up the inside. A lot of heavy braking early on for these drivers. That was a bold move. The damage is turned off, so we get away with moves like that, so it kind of works itself out. Here we head once again into the banking, passing another Kyle Busch, and here we go. Let's see how we can actually fare up here on our own. Oh, that is so fun, but not when Kyle Busch sends one into your door. Oh, they're going wide up here. I can see if NASCAR ever decided to race here in real life, you know, it honestly, like I said, this is where I could see them going. However, with the way this is designed for a stock car, I think this would be a terrible idea. With the way NASCAR does their road course racing, there would be so many cars running off track, especially behind us there in the whole downhill section. But we are clicking off a few more positions here up into P21, and now into the braking zone. Kyle Busch is sending one, so I'm going to send one as well, and nearly into the back of the 22 of Logano. They're wide in the background there. Elliott's in the gravel pit now, as I just cannot put that throttle down quite like they can right there, but as we head down into the penultimate corner, we're able to, it seems like, brake a lot later, but they get a way better exit than I do. Now going for the pass into the banking, and you go onto that banking, the car likes to slip a little bit, but oh my goodness, that is so much fun. You can just pin it in the cup car here as soon as you get onto that banking and get the grip down. And now we send one again into turn one on the inside of Harvick. That was a bit of maybe a bold send, but it works itself out, making contact left and right at this point here. But we're going to take P18 and back into the hairpin, banked hairpin. And oh, this is just such a fun corner. I love that. Oh my goodness, Martin Truex Jr., I just saw him go nearly up and over. He was on two wheels. He bounced off the curb. And now we're on the back of the other Truex, who's checking up for another Kyle Busch. I only have 2022 cars in this race, so that's why you're seeing so many repeats here. Now, as I'm going to try and slip one up the inside here of that 19, and actually kind of a slide job right there. We make the position up into P17. Kyle Busch is going to leave the door open, so I say thank you very much. Truex is going to kind of chop my nose a little bit, but up into P16. We might even have a chance to win this race, knock on wood. Maybe being a little bit too overconfident. Truex is going defensive. Kyle Busch is sending one, so now I'm going defensive. I'm running into the back of the 19. The AI at these road courses in R Factor 2, I love them so much because they are not afraid, just like Player, to get the elbows out and make some aggressive moves. Sometimes, though, it is certainly a little bit too aggressive. Not a lot of grip right there, but we gain the position. And now just behind Hamlin, back on that banking, down the front straightaway. We'll pull over to the right here, try to make the pass down into turn one. Then we have a little bit of ground to make up from that point on. But up into P14, I'm going to brake a little bit early just to kind of be safe, but then I actually end up overshooting the corner and the end. But now Hamlin back to my right side. We're going to be on the inside potentially for the banking unless I can clear him, which I do just that. So there we go, up at a P14. Let's see if we can run down the now other Denny Hamlin. Nearly crashing here. Oh my goodness. And Hamlin, oh my god, what a move that was right there from the 11. But hold on, I can send one right back up the inside there. We take the position back. That was risky, but it works. Hamlin, he's going wide. He's off track in the rearview mirror. It looks like he went airborne there. And I'm going to go slipping and sliding. I'm going to completely lose it into the gravel. I was looking in the mirror too much, and we just gave up like 15 positions nearly. Keselowski's spinning behind us in reaction to us rejoining the track. That's the NASCAR chaos that I would expect here at Zandvoort. And we continue on, and now the tires, as you could imagine, are heating up, so we need to cool them down and try to work our way back forward. We still have a lot of time to go. Alright, we've run down Alex Bowman again, and now I'm trying to get the power down, just can't quite do it. I wonder if we could try and send one, you know, up the inside, or into the back of him, either one, but up the insider here is kind of what I want to try. Can we go maybe down to first gear and do a little bit of a pass? No, we can. He was able to hold his own, but now that gives me an idea. Could we try a NASCAR style slide job into that corner? You know, honestly, they could probably even get away with it in F1, but let's see if we can try it here in a stock car if we get the opportunity. I am really struggling, and Bowman, he's just going to run me into the door. He's going to run into my door and just run me off the track. These guys, they have no remorse for me today. We're going to send one up the inside of Kyle Larson here into turn one. We'll take that position without any issues. Let's see if we can do a slide job here on the 48 of Alex Bowman. It's going to be kind of difficult unless we get a little bit closer here, which we are. And I don't know if we're close enough. We're about to find out. I'm going to send one into the corner and then just try to slide up in front of him just like that. Look at that. We just did a Zandvoort NASCAR slide job. That might be the pinnacle of my career. It's all downhill from this point on. There's Alex Bowman's everywhere I go. There's always some form of Alex Bowman to deal with, and you know what, I just about wrecked him, and now we're side by side. We're getting aggressive. Oh, speaking of aggressive, I'm plowing my way through because I didn't really have a lot of time to kind of come up with a solution. However, the solution I came up with, they give me a warning for unsportsmanlike driving. Hey, I'm just doing what I gotta do to gain positions. We're back into the top half of the field. I'll try and get a replay up to see what happened there. We are all over the back of Truex and Kyle Busch. They were stomping on the brakes. Could I try and get both of them with a slide job right here? We can at least get one. Maybe go for 2. No, that one's not going to happen. Truex is too far there, but I was able to get Kyle Busch, but Truex was just too far into the corner, so it was worth a shot. We at least got one of them up at P18. We're having a nice rebound here, so that's good, but it's going to be difficult to get a lot further, I think, than Martin Truex Jr., as he does go a little bit wide. I mean, I'm not getting through here the greatest either, but Truex is having a couple of rough corners. I nearly clipped the grass, and that was part of the reason I spun earlier in that corner. Here we go. Truex is slow on the exit up the inside. I go way too deep into the corner, though, and slipping and sliding. Truex, a little bit of a switchback, and look at just how much more confident they are with putting the throttle down. If I put the throttle down like that 19 just did, I'm 100% spinning this car around, so that's a little bit frustrating there. That was definitely a bold cut there. I'm going to try and get aggressive, though. Okay, all right, well, I didn't mean it like that. Okay, my bad. Okay, we're just going to continue to move on. 2 laps to go from Zandvoort. I'm doing everything I can to run down Denny Hamlin up there and another 19 car, but it is proving to be difficult this time, but we are getting closer. Well, we get close enough to be in the back seat of the Rover. Let's find out. Now, is Truex, he's starting to fade a little bit now up the track for the banking. I'm certainly not as far up the track as they get, because I'm afraid I'm going to go wide and just go into the wall. So we're trying to be a little bit careful in that perspective. Hello there, Martin Truex Jr. We are here, ready to attack, get that power down. It's going to be 1 lap to go. When we come back around this front straightaway to the line, Truex wide, and right there's the opportunity that we needed to slip up the inside into the banking, side by side in the banking. Risky, but it works. Here we go. 1 lap remaining here in Zandvoort. Can we get up to the top 15? I break pretty early here. Could we maybe set up for a slide job on Dennis here, as we're actually going to make contact on Hamlin's bumper? Oh, we're sliding. We're saving it. Oh, I threw the opportunity right there to do a slide job on the 11 car, but you know what I didn't throw? A slide job on the 19 car. Perfection again. One more slide job there to end the day now, as we're going to try and run down Hamlin, Harvick, Logano. We could get up to what, P13 actually, P13 if we play our cards right here. Don't make any more mistakes. A little bit of a grass touch right there. They take a really wide angle through this section, of course, and that is going to allow me to get a little bit closer. Look at all the cars we have up for grabs. There's a top 10 staring at us right there. Do I send one up the inside of Hamlin? I absolutely do. Get aggressive. It's NASCAR road course racing. The sportsmanlike conduct pretty well goes out the window in these closing laps, so we're just trying to replicate that. Harvick, goodness gracious, he stomps on the brakes. They are struggling so hard in these closing moments here as we head down to this final chicane for one final time here. The tires are wearing, but it's okay. We're gonna get one shot maybe at Kevin Harvick, but it's gonna have to come in that final banked corner. He's wide. He's gonna leave the door wide open actually into the penultimate corner, so we take that opportunity first. We send one, a little bit of contact. Can we get one of the Loganos here before this race is over? Down through the banked corner for the final time. Don't lift. Hope for the best. Down the front straightaway. It's not going to be enough for P13, but P14 here in Zandvoort, I will absolutely take that. We're sending one up into the sand, into the barrier. Unbelievable. Well, there you guys have NASCAR from Zandvoort. Did you see all the chaos there on the screen? What a spin. That was a realistic spin, by the way. It looks so good. But that is going to wrap it up for us here today. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. Thank you all for taking the time of your day for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.